ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Beardown now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready. Ultra.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check you.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Off the play fake, Mon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles, so this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. We're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why aren't we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability that was at the forefront on that one.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down, it's Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Okay, he didn't bring that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They find some open field here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it up. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Black one. Ready.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action here. Mon. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Cook. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Mon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fields now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
After incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On play action, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I come up with an answer because
from the 28. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mon drops this off with Nwangu. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is when we trust him. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. But no, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperate
touchdown, Chicago. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Bond now off of play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring
Velarde. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be caught.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Fields.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On now, Tucker McCann.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
McCann's kick up and good.
And that will close the gap down to 14.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually, the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
How about that for just running out the clock?
first down. Here's Mon.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation that we're partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action, Fields. Here's Fuller with a catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
27, Bears 17.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
This is intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 15 now.
Fields. Tunyon's got it on the out route.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Fields.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McCann's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Go, Reed, go!
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Okay, ready? Hey, go Fury!
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland, and that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller, 56 yards.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to it behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
Off the play fake, Mond.
At the 18-yard line.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mond going to throw it.
Going up top. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to roll with Nwangu. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now a running play here with Smith. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On 4th down, Mon. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Mon, a quick throw, complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Black open.
Now Mon.
And this is going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one or do you want me to?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to stiff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
McCann's kick up and good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. The field's going to take this himself, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Check you.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The center receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Fields. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Let's take it at around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 42-yard line.
Second down at 5.
Yellow, go! Blue, strike it! Strike, ultra, go ultra! Strike blue! Ready?
Mon looks to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go, set. Hey, no steal.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll power his way out near the 25. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Ready.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Ready. Hey,
They run again on first down. Cook. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Cook again. Justin Jones there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Gay knocks this one through, and they have regained the lead.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Well, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Minnesota, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.